keyboard shortcuts. So the first keyboard shortcut that I learned was how to open it without going to click on Insert Equation. And you do that by typing Alt, hold down Alt and hit equals on the keyboard. And so I'll do that now. If I hold down Alt and hit equals, you'll see that I get a template for an equation here. And the reason the equation is in the middle of the page is because it's on a line all by itself. And so it defaults to the middle of the page. Now, if you don't like that, you can always go up to the alignment and hit left align, and it will move it back over to the left, okay? But typically, or lots of times, you'll type an equation in the middle of a sentence. So I'll type some words, and then I'll hit Alt equals, and it will put whatever I'm going to type, it will put right here in line with my words, okay? And so in something like MathType, if you want to type an exponent, which is very common for a polynomial or something, you would type x and then you'd hit Control H to raise your exponent up as a superscript. But with the equation editor, it's much easier. You type the caret symbol, which is Shift 6, so you could type x squared and then hit the space bar and it formats it as you want. So you could easily type a polynomial. Then, to get out of the equation, as Microsoft calls it, it's an expression, but to get out of this equation, you simply hit the right arrow on the keyboard and you can continue typing. So this is really nice because if you want to edit this, you don't have to double click it and open MathType. You can just go click in it and you can type whatever you want. So it works very well. Okay, so what about if you want to type a rational expression? Well, hit Alt equals. And then to type a fraction, you don't do Control F like you do in MathType. You simply type your numerator in parentheses. So let's say we have x squared plus 3x minus 4 divided by x minus 2. Now that's not how we want it to look, but when you hit the space bar, it formats it. And then to get out of the expression again, hit the right arrow and continue. Okay? All right, what else? We could do roots. So Alt equals, if you want to type a square root, you do backslash SQRT, which is reminiscent of LaTeX, in fact. You may like the MathType root better, where you type Control R, but you'll get used to backslash SQRT, and then parentheses, x minus 2, let's say, and hit the space bar, and it formats it as you want. Okay? If you want to type a cube root, you do Alt equals, you do backslash CBRT, and something like this. I don't know other shortcuts for fourth roots and fifth roots. You can always just go to the palette up here and choose the one if you're getting to that level. So not everything is easily accessible through keyboard shortcuts as far as I'm concerned, but the things I use most frequently are. If you want to do, let's see, Greek letters, this is what's really nice. Alt equals, you can type backslash pi, hit the space bar. You can type backslash theta, hit the space bar. Backslash phi, hit the space bar. Very simple to get your Greek letters. If you want the degree symbol, such as 180 degrees, you do 180 backslash degree, space bar. If you want to do the times symbol, like 2 times 3 with a dot, you can do 2. Let's see what happens if I do backslash times. So it does an X. If you want the dot, you do backslash. I don't know what happens if you do dot. Let's try that. A dot puts it up at the top. What we want is a center dot, so we do backslash C dot. Okay, so that's for times. That can come in handy again with rational expressions if you've got multiple fractions multiplied. If you want to divide, I think you do backslash div. So you can divide rational expressions. Let's see what else. For interval notation, we commonly use infinities. So Alt equals, and then let's say I have negative infinity, so you do backslash infty. Kind of strange. Think of it as infinity. Well, I don't know a shortcut to remember that. I've used it a lot in LaTeX, so I remember it. Negative infinity to 5 bracket, and then let's see if we do union, what that does. Okay, union doesn't work. I know you can also use backslash cup, and that's your union. So you can do more there. For example, If you want to do trig functions, they're very simple actually. Say I want the sign of x minus 2. I just type that, and it formats the sign letters as not italicized as typical math letters, such as like the Greek letters up here, pi, theta, they're italicized because they're math symbols. Functions typically are not italicized in math format, so it automatically changes that for us. Okay, I can't really think of anything else right now. It's very useful. It's all typed in line, so you can just go click inside it and edit without having to open a new program. The keyboard shortcuts are useful. Make sure to use parentheses when you want to group things, and then hit the space bar and it should make the parentheses disappear when possible. And otherwise, very useful tool. Hope this helps you, and hope you might consider giving it a shot.